Hi, I'm Dan Green and welcome to the Social Jacker demo video. Now, Social Jacker is a really exciting brand new piece of software that lets you build real mailing lists in any niche you want, quickly, with no opt-in forms and no websites. How does it do this? Well, let's take a look at an example. I've got a few different campaigns set up here. You can run unlimited campaigns with Social Jacker, so you can build your lists in as many different niches as you want. But we'll look at this Gym Talk campaign to start. So if we have a look here and have a look at the setup, and the first thing to say is that we've deployed it on this Gym Talk site here. You can see this is an article on a website all about the fitness niche, and it's the type of thing that you would see shared all over social media. So it's, humorous gym lingo translated. I'm sure you guys have probably seen this type of thing shared on Facebook fan pages, on groups, on fitness forums, on Twitter, Instagram, anywhere you want. This type of thing, it's really, really easy to share. Humorous stuff like this, it's got real viral potential. And you can see that on this article, we've deployed our Social Jacker app. And in this case, it's a contest to win a year supply of free protein. So it's saying, click here to enter the contest and win a year supply of free protein. So all we would do to enter this contest is click this button here. And it's come up and saying, all we need to do is give grant permission. So we just click this button here. And then you see a thank you message has been displayed. Thank you, we will announce the winners via Facebook in the next few days. Thanks for entering our contest. So the first thing to point out here is Social Jacker has got rid of the old traditional opt-in form. Remember these opt-in forms, you see them everywhere, and it's still the way that 99% of affiliates grow their mailing lists. We all know how important mailing lists are, but to get people to actually fill these out, to get your website visitors to fill these out, is really, really difficult. The problem is they've been used so long now by so many affiliates that everyone is really, really wary about entering their email address in any form that looks like this, because they think they're going to get spammed. So Social Jacker has got rid of these and has replaced it with that one button. You saw me just click it before and grant permission. That's all you need to do to opt in to my mailing list. Let's have a look at the sort of information we're getting. So if we go back to our Social Jacker campaign for Gym Talk, and then we go to the emails here, in this tab you can see all of the different emails that this Social Jacker campaign has generated. And look at the information that we're getting here. We're not just getting the name and email address like you used to with these old, boring old opt-in forms. With a Social Jacker, you're also getting profile photo, you're getting gender, you're getting age range. Now, Facebook defines age range as between 21 and 18, over 21, or under 18. So in this case, all these ones shown, we've got over 21. And, we can download all of this information at any point. We've also got all the key autoresponders fully integrated. So instead of just getting email addresses, you're getting direct to your autoresponder all this incredible information. You can really, really highly target your email campaigns even further if you've got access to gender, age range. It's just such key information. But not only has Social Jacker got rid of the need to have opt-in forms to build your mailing list, it's also got rid of the need to build websites as well. Because you're probably thinking right now, well, this is all great if I've got a website like this Gym Talk site set up that's popular that I can build my leads through. I wish I had something like that. Well, let me tell you, this is not my website. This Gym Talk site, let me have a look, it should still be in my browsing history here. Gym Talk, here we go. Actually comes from here, gymtalk.com, common gym phrases. You can see this is the exact same article, but there's no Social Jacker app. That's because I have registered a different domain, a similar looking domain here, so called gymtalk.co, and I've used the cloaking feature here to deploy my campaign using somebody else's website. So all I did was I copied and pasted the link for the page I want to use, and you can use any page you want in any niche. So remember, this is letting you jump on the authority of other established niches in your site. There's no need to build that authority. There's no need to write an interesting article. There's no need to have an interesting product. You can use anybody else's. So I've copied and pasted that in here. Then I just click save. And then it generated for me this HTML code that I can then copy and paste in any location I want to deploy my campaign. Or I can download it as a file. So in this case, I just downloaded this file here and I uploaded it to my gymtalk.co domain that I registered, and I've got access to the whole page cloaked with my opt-in campaign. Or, for those of you with WordPress sites, we've got a little WordPress plugin you can use, where if we go over to my WordPress site here, and if I just add a brand new post, we'll just call it Social Jacker Example. All I would need to do is just scroll down here, go to this cloaking box here that our little plugin has put in place, then just copy and paste this to here. Click publish. And now, and boom, look, you can see the whole thing has been deployed on my WordPress site here. As normal, the whole thing, fully cloaked, done for me. Okay, so now you know the basic concept. Let's have a look at another example to show you some more neat stuff that Social Jacker can do. Let's have a look at this campaign called Apple here. So we jump in here, and I've deployed it on this site here, MacRumors. Now this is one of the big, huge established authority sites in the Apple and iPhone niche, which, you know, again, is another huge niche. It's something there's loads and loads of different offers for. There's loads of different affiliate offers that you can make loads of money with. And you can see I've deployed Social Jacker on here with a win a free iPhone in any color. And how did I do this? Well, all I did was I went to my cloak link, I copied an article from the macrumors.com site. So if we just have a look at the article on the real site here, copied that URL, pasted it in here, click saved, generated my file, and then I just uploaded it to a different domain that I'd registered, which is a similar looking domain called macrumors.co. It's really simple to deploy these cloaked campaigns. Now here, it's slightly different. It's saying, let us know what color iPhone you want to win. So it's actually asking us a question here, rather than just, you know, if you remember with this example, it was showing us an image and then having the button. Here it's asking, engaging with us. So let's answer gold. So you want gold. Lucky for you, we have some left. Click below to enter and you could win today. So again, it's the same thing as before, except it's engaging with me and giving me personalized answers. If we click to enter, the same thing happens as before. We click to continue with Dan, and it's saying MacRumors will receive this. Again, I can define all of this. So it looks like it's a reply from MacRumors, but if we go to the setup, you can see that I've actually defined that here as my replier's name. And then if we go to the emails, so I've just entered, and you can see once again, I've been entered in here. And again, you're getting all this great information once more. I'm using Social Jacker to build real leads. These are real leads in real time with no opt-in forms and no website. All I need to do to build these really great leads is to share my cloaked links. So here, remember, is the link that I set up with my Social Jacker app on it. I just need to share that to anybody interested remotely in the niche. So in this example, it was iPhones. So for example, I could copy and paste this link into this iPhone related fan page here. And if I do that here, you'll see that it actually even, we'll just wait for Facebook to do this. You'll see that it actually even puts in all of the Facebook tags, so it looks like it's coming from the original source. If I publish that, it now looks on Facebook like I've just shared a link to MacRumors, but if you open it up, it's actually going to my cloaked link where I can generate my leads. So I'm using the established authority of MacRumors to build my own leads. And, you know, and you could post this wherever you want. You know, I've posted this on a fan page that I created, but you could also post it on Facebook groups, on other people's fan pages as comments, or you could post it on Twitter or on Instagram or on web forums, anywhere you want. All you're doing is finding an established authority site with an interesting article, posting a link to it, and you're getting leads. Now at this point, you're probably wondering how does this thing actually work? How is it knowing what I'm saying and responding to it? Well, it's using a feature called the answer bot. So if we go to the answer bot here, And here you can type in keywords. So let's, I don't know, add another one here called white. And then I can put an answer. For any time it spots white in the user input, it will send this reply. We only have 2 white ones left. Enter fast today. You could put something like that. Or whatever you want. And by combining this kind of user interaction, this replying to people, replying to keywords, combining this user interaction along with this established authority MacRumors site, we were able to achieve some incredible results. By just sharing this cloaked link, so it's a cloaked link to an interesting story about the new iPhone X, by sharing that with our embedded app to Facebook fan pages, to Twitter sites, to Instagram, to fan forums, by just sharing this interesting link, we were able to build, let me show you, we were able to get 450 opt-ins in 1 week at an opt-in rate of over 11%. Imagine that. Imagine if 1 in 10, more than 1 in 10 people that came to your website, you got as an opt-in. That's crazy. And we did it all with no website, remember. By jumping on the established authority of other sites, it makes building mailing lists so easy. Let's take a look at the results we got for our other campaign. Remember our Gym Talk one here, which was a lot simpler, not using any user interaction. By just jumping on the authority of this site, we were able to build 337 opt-in rate, with an opt-in rate of almost 10%. Obviously, the opt-in rate on this one being a bit lower because we didn't have the user interaction set up like we had here, but still, that's 337 opt-ins in an ultra hot niche, in the fitness niche. Once again, we did this in 1 week by just sharing this interesting story on fitness related sites and forums and social media profiles. And remember, we were only giving away some free protein here. If you wanted to be dishonest, and I don't recommend anyone ever is dishonest, but you could make this as enticing as you possibly could imagine. You could say you were giving away anything you want, make it ultra relevant to the niche, and really boost those opt-in rates through the roof. And really, with these two campaigns, I've only shown you the tip of the iceberg as what's possible with SocialJacker. Let me show you another example. Here, I've got a campaign called Fan Marketer, and I've used it. If we have a look at it here, and then jump into the styles here, you can have a little sort of preview what it's going to look like. Incidentally, I haven't really talked about all the different styling options we've got, but we've got loads. You can change colours, fonts, you can put images in, you can put background images, you can change the width, you can change where it's displayed. Yeah, there's loads and loads of options to get this displayed and looking exactly how you want it. In this example, I've deployed it on my own website. So this is a product sales page that Ankur and I did a few months ago for a product called Fan Marketer. And you can see I've used SocialJacker in quite a clever way here to deploy it as a social support chatbot. Now, you've probably seen this type of thing on several different websites, but whereas most have to have someone operating this, here I'm using the SocialJacker answer bot tab to automate my support. So if someone asks about tutorials, for example, tutorials, and then it supplies with a link to where you can find the tutorials for the product. Or someone might want to know about the OTOs. Is there an OTO? You can find more details on the OTO here, so I'm linking to that. I set up a bunch of these just using some keywords here, very simply to just provide some common answers to common questions that our site visitors have. But here's the clever part. SocialJacker also lets you, as well as setting up defined replies to different keywords, like we have here, SocialJacker also lets you set a default reply, and a default reply will be sent when it doesn't detect a keyword, when there is no response configured. So if I was to ask a question that when there was no keyword detected, it would reply with this: sorry, I'm not sure about that, but just click below to ask Dan with Facebook. So you can make this whatever you want. So in this example, I'm redirecting the person to Facebook. So let's have a look at that. So if we go back to our site here, and then I ask a random question. and say it's replied here with our default reply. Sorry, I'm not sure about that, but just click below to ask down to Facebook, and then we click, and once again it continues as before, and then it redirects to Messenger, where people can send me messages directly. But the key difference is, when they do that, it gets their email address. So if we just go back here, again, look, there I am. I've been added to the email for the fan marketer campaign. And just by running this campaign of answering some simple questions and redirecting people to Messenger when there's an unrecognized question, just by doing this, we were again able to achieve some incredible results. Now, previously, we'd been getting a bit of traffic to this site and maybe a couple of sales every now and again. But with this installed, again, you're given, this isn't pushing anything on anyone. All you're doing is providing some useful information and redirecting them to Facebook to get more. Just by running this, we were able to get 610 opt-ins in, again, 1 week, 610 opt-ins with an opt-in rate of nearly 12%. And this is the type of thing that anyone could deploy on any site of their own. A simple support chat that redirects to Facebook and strips their email address when it does it. Social Jacker is so flexible. I've shown you 3 different campaigns there, 2 using Cloaked Authority links, 1 using my own website, and between them, in just 1 week, look at the results we've got. 610 opt-ins, 450 opt-ins, 337 opt-ins. Social Jacker is the answer to building mailing lists. No matter what niche you want, no matter whether you want to do it on your own website or other people's websites, Social Jacker will get you these leads and it will get you them quickly. Thanks for listening.